What's up everyone? Before I get into it, we are using PerfDog to measure performance on the devices we are testing out, so thank you PerfDog. We have the flashy POCO F7 Ultra in a matte yellow and is POCO's first Ultra in their lineup ever. And this comes equipped with the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite chip too. Let's find out how this baby performs to our gaming gauntlet of Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves with the Gamesir GA Plus, and PUBG Mobile at their highest possible settings. Performance-wise, the POCO F7 Ultra that we have is running the Snapdragon 8 Elite for its CPU and Adreno 830 for its GPU, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and everything plays out on a 6.67-inch 120Hz AMOLED HDR10 Plus display, and it has a 5300 mAh battery. We will be playing with Wild Boost mode turned on because it is the highest possible performance mode that this phone is capable of. And before we start anything, let's just do a quick temperature check of the back and front of the phone with our temperature gun. Starting from the top over here, 27.6 on the camera module, 27.5. Let's go down. It gets low, 27.4. No issues, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's check the front. Starting from the top over here, where the front-facing cam is at, 27.8, 26.9. Expected, because it is a screen, 27.9. Does it get hotter? No. It's going all around in a range over here, 27.7 to 27.9. Let's get lower. It's about the same, and yeah. Oh, it's about 28, 29 here. That's interesting. All right, let's figure out if this thing heats up a lot more compared to the rest later on. But with that, let's get into our first game, Genshin Impact. All right, so we're in Genshin Impact right now. Let's check our settings real quick. Okay, so we set everything to the highest, but before that, we've also set the game mode to Wild Boost over here. We're expecting to see some great performance, hopefully. Besides that, settings are at highest for render resolution, shadow quality is on high, visual effects on high, SFX quality on high, highest environment detail, 60 FPS, that's the most we're going to get out of this phone. High motion blur, on for blooming, TA has been turned on, for anti-aliasing, high crowd density, and yeah, that's about it. So before we start anything, let's just switch our characters and see if there are any dips in that line. Very slight dip. All right, let's run through the town real quick. And things are rendering in. Nice. Pretty quickly too. So far so good. I don't really see any huge dents in that line. Let's see. Little attack here, nothing. Okay, we have a number like what, 2 maybe? Nope, nothing. 60 FPS still. Very solid line. 61 even. Wow. But yes, this phone is holding up pretty well so far. I mean, it is a Snapdragon 8 Elite and an Adreno 830 combo, so I'm expecting good things out of this thing. The most is dropping to 58 FPS, which is negligible, to be honest. Right, with that, let's just do some commissions. In an open world so far, I mean, this is still a very steady 60 FPS we're looking at right now. No drops whatsoever so far. Still doing good. About, what, 3 minutes into the game, 4 minutes into the game? Alright, nice. Alright, ulti real quick. Nice. Very smooth animations for that. Set up this guy real quick. Even when you're fighting, it's still a very steady 60 FPS. Come on. Ulti again. Let's keep going. Man. Let me take out the guy real quick.
As one with wind and cloud.
Nice. And they're all down. Combat is pretty damn good so far. I haven't seen any drops in frame rates, no frame stuttering whatsoever. This is a good size for a screen. However, if you have larger hands like I do, this will feel kind of cramped, but just kind of shifting down a little bit. But if you just shift your hands down a little bit, things will be just fine when you're playing the games on this thing. So with that, I think we can do one more commission. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Nice.
Another job.
Ulti. Beautiful visuals. Let's get a Kamisatamiaka's ulti real quick. That's done. Let's go. Still very smooth. No matter how many mobs there are in the open world. Wait, where's the last guy? Oh, there you are. Done. So as you can see, there are no issues with exploration in a larger area like this when you're out in the world. And of course, you know, with combat and everything, that's still a very steady 60 FPS. No issues whatsoever. I mean, the Adreno 830 and Snapdragon 8 Elite are putting in the work, though it does feel kind of warm. Let me just check. Though it does feel kind of warm, let me just check the back real quick. We're about 7 minutes in. We're about 7 minutes into the game. Let's check it out. From the top, 37, 35, 37. Honestly, those numbers aren't too bad. The top is where the chip is at. That's where it's warmest. Yeah, the top is where the chip is at, and that's why, you know, it's the warmest over here. But other than that, 41 for this is still all right to me. No huge issues. And with that, let's just move on to the Spiral Abyss. All right, so the Spiral Abyss, of course, you know, it's an arena type combat thing. So, of course, you know, because things are more controlled, but with slightly more mobs, let's just see how it performs. I don't think it should have any issues. Get it? Nice. There we go. Go on.
Your life is mine.
Nice. Ulti again from Dialog. That guy's done. It's toast. Nice. Right, and that's done. Right, pushing on. Inside. Let's get this guy real quick. You're done? She done too. Look there. Honestly, with all the ultis and everything going on, no issues whatsoever. And I think we can tell that, you know, this phone can handle quite a bit, but I want to see how it performs with Zenless before we say anything at the end. But with that, let's just check out temperatures real quick. Again, we are playing everything with the wild boost mode on, and wow, okay, honestly, it is kind of warm, yes, but the thing is 37, 38 for Genshin Impact on the highest settings plus wild boost mode turned on. This is still pretty impressive, I'd say. Especially for the price point of the phone, this thing is really good. I just want to see how long it takes to, you know, dissipate the heat later on with this thermal management and whatnot. But still, that's great. 36.7, 36.5, yeah, that's great. Even for a screen, wow, 38, 37.9. I mean, I'm not saying that the thermal management is perfect or anything, but the thing is that, you know, it is doing the job. It's not pushing over 44, 45 like we've seen with other phones. I think the worst was like 50 that I've seen with Genshin Impact, and this thing is still, this is great for its price point. All right. With that, let's move on to our next game, Zenless Zone Zero. Before we play Zenless Zone Zero, let's check out temperatures. We took like a minute in between games to let the phone rest for a bit to see how quickly heat dissipates. And it's thermal management, and checking the back real quick, 34.8, yeah, that's night and day. From the last minute till now, 35.9, look at that. This was 40 just now. It has gone down by what, 5 degrees? Actually more than that, like 6.9. Look at that. That is great thermal management, and it's one of the more affordable phones out there. This is a game changer, honestly. Look at that. Starting from the bottom, where the USB-C port is at, 35.7, 35.1. Yeah, these are great numbers. Really good numbers. Okay, now let's see how this phone handles Zenless Zone Zero. We are in Zenless Zone Zero right now. Let's check our settings real quick. Alright, so for graphics, I've set everything to the highest. We have high rendering, anti-aliasing TAA, high shadows, ultra FX quality, 60 FPS. That's the highest we have for this phone. High character quality, environment quality is on high, volumetric fog enabled, bloom has been enabled. And before that, we also have wild boost turned on. So of course, you know, first things first, going to be running through 6th Street over here. No issues so far until we hit the intersection And wow, that's a very steady 60. Oh, that's very steady. Wow. All the way back to the end of the road over here at the train station. All right, nice. And just run it back all the way to the bamboo shop. No issue so far. Kind of surprising, especially when you hit this intersection over here. That's where most phones start to, have a dip in performance. It went up by like 1 FPS, which is like, again, negligible. But yeah, this one is shaping up to be quite impressive so far. All right, so with that, let's just do some resource farming real quick. All right, getting into some combat right now. Let's kick this off. So far, so good. I mean, the Evelyn things are still okay, but when it comes to Miss Miyabi over here, that's where things really start to get a bit finicky. Okay, let's just build up the stuff again. Let's get Bernice up. Oh, okay, I did not see that coming. Alright, nice. Okay, let's get this up. Okay, wow, okay, it only dropped like what, 2 FPS, we went up to 61 for a second, which is pretty impressive stuff so far still. It's good for a phone like that. Very interesting stuff going on. Alright. Nice. Okay, the lowest we went down, I feel like 56. But even then, this thing isn't going lower than 55. Or 56 for that matter, actually. That's so crazy. Nice. This one is actually, the performance in this thing is surprising. I mean, yes, it's an Ultra, the premium flagship phone for this thing, but still, this one is performing so much better than I expected. I mean, given, yes, Snapdragon 8 Elite chip and all that, but still, wow. All right, let's just go for a Notorious Hunt real quick. We're about 13 minutes into the game right now. We have a Notorious Hunt going on. Let's see how this runs. Let's go. Nice. Lucy, let's go. So far, so good. I mean, we are at 52 FPS, 54 FPS right now for Notorious Hunt. Oh, we don't know, 48. That's the lowest I've seen. So 45, 43. As all these effects are going on, it's getting lower and lower. 46 even, but the thing is, it's still playing out pretty smooth. It's just that we're not hitting that constant 60 right now. Oh, not bad. Very nice, but 48, 47 FPS right now. Let's hit him with an ulti to finish off this first phase. Alright, move out. 51 as we run away. We're regaining our FPS right now, but still, it's still quite a bit. Alright, invisibility over here. Let's go. Nice. Go Lucy's. Nice. All right. Very nice numbers coming from all the ladies over here. Come on. Hey, Yulin. Nice, Bernice. Nice, okay. So as you can see, with the notorious hunt, for some reason, we are dropping frames like mad. To be fair, Zenless is kind of the wild card when it comes to testing out games. And to be honest, Zenless is the wild card when it comes to testing out games, because sometimes you get great performance, but sometimes you don't. But to be fair, it's kind of like the same performance we've seen with other phones from other brands. So it's still very good. It's still very decent. At least it's keeping it at a constant, 45, 48-ish, and even 50 FPS sometimes. But for the most part, this is still acceptable to me. And still very, very good value for money, this POCO F7 Ultra. Let's check temperatures real quick. We are 17 minutes into the game. Check this out. 34, 32, 34, 37.9, 38.5. Things are looking pretty good, and also things are kind of expected. 40.4, 41, even at the highest points of the phone. That's still alright. Still Genshin numbers, which is a-okay. And the back, it does feel warm. Let's check it out real quick. Nothing too funky, but these are numbers that I do expect, especially from this phone over here. Look at that. 38.6, 37.5. 34, so from the bottom over here, 38.7, 39. Things are still a-okay. Look at that. That's great. And with that, this phone is still holding up very, very well. Let's move on to our next game, Wuthering Waves. Before that, alright, so let's move on to our next game, Wuthering Waves, with the Gamesir GA+. But before that, here is a message from our friends at Secretlab. At Geek Culture, Secretlab is our everyday ergonomic buddy. Whether we're making videos, writing up a storm, or gaming for hours on end, we are comfortably seated and feel right at home without the aches and pains. Secretlab provides ergonomic support from head to toe, with a dynamic lumbar support system that adapts to your movements, along with a proprietary medium foam cushioning that optimizes pressure distribution. They even have accessories like the ergonomic recliner add-on to keep your legs elevated and well rested at any angle you like. For more information, check out secretlab.co. It's been a minute since we ended Zenless Zone Zero. Let's check temperatures real quick before we head into Wuthering Waves. 34. Look at that. Still very consistent with its thermal management. It is dissipating heat pretty well. This was 41 a minute ago. And look at that. The heat is dropping. Temperatures is dropping right now. That's pretty good. Let's check the front. 32.5, 36.2. Everything is looking pretty damn good. 36.3. Look at that. Those numbers are great. Again, real value for money, this phone. 36.3. It's insane. Alright, so we are going to be putting this into the Gamesir GA+, and thankfully it's the right size. So just putting it like this and like that. Alright, so we are in Wuthering Waves right now, and let's check our settings before we start anything. Alright, so for graphics, everything has been set to the highest, ultra high resolution. Frame rate is at 60, special effects quality on high, FSR is turned on, shadow quality on ultra high, LOD bias on high, capsule AO on, NT-Helix is turned on, bloom as well, crowd density is on high, enemy hit flash is turned on, auto FPS has been turned off, obviously. Damage numbers have been turned on, physics-based animation turned on, letterbox for cutscene mode, and yeah, that's really about it. So, with that, let's just get into the game. Yes, with exploration and everything, things are looking to be pretty alright. Very, very stable. 60 FPS so far. Decent FPS. Let's just keep moving around the city. Nice. Alright, as we are running along this area over here, I mean, this looks gorgeous on this phone over here. Oh, my bad. Let's just get down over here to see if there's any crowds we can bump into, but so far everything has been rendering in pretty much perfectly, no issues whatsoever. Still a very solid 60 for this kind of urban exploration in the city. Let's get into some combat real quick. Let's go. Oh, it's a bit loud. Give me a sec. Right. Bam. Boozle.
One more time.
Right, there's the second one. Okay. Nice. Ulti. Very good. Oh,
It's more than time.
let's go.
No hesitation.
One more. Missed that. But whatever. It's all good. Ulti. One more time.
It's more than time.
It's working time. Here we go. Last bit over here. And yep, that is done. I mean, so far, combat with one big enemy like that, and of course, you know, in his human form, this thing is still doing pretty alright. No huge frame drops whatsoever like we saw in Zenless Zone Zero with a single boss. So, you know, that's alright. Very nice. It's a couple mobs like this. We are still doing okay. No huge frame rate drops whatsoever. Let's go.
Let's give them a
Bit more.
leave it to me.
Nice. And the big dude over here.
Endless
Ulti.
reverberation. Oh, bring it on.
And then bam.
Sound. The show begins.
Ulti real quick. I mean, performance-wise and playing with the Gamesir GA Plus, this feels really good. In hand, the screen is the perfect size. You know, it's small enough that you can fit the GA. It's small enough that you can fit the GA. Yeah, yeah. You know, this is still, no, the phone is still great. Yeah, the phone is great with the Gamesir GA Plus. It's small enough to fit the controller, but you know, it's still big enough that it doesn't take away from the full experience of playing with the controller in this game. Still really sick. Ulti. Come on.
Embracing change.
Very nice. And that's it. So let's walk around this area real quick and just talk about the game with the phone. I think the POCO F7 Ultra can handle Wuthering Waves without any huge issues, or you know, just issues at all. We've been at a constant 60 FPS so far, and you know, as you're walking around the open world over here, there really isn't much of a huge issue, especially if we take on this open world boss over here. He's not really a boss, but you know what I mean, it's a bear, dude. Get him?
Wonderful sound.
Very nice.
Oh, bring it on.
Great. I don't see any issues with this phone whatsoever. Oh, let's absorb him real quick. All right, and that's down as well. So yes, Wuthering Waves has been amazing so far. We're about 11 minutes into the game, and let's just check out settings after I kill this dude real quick.
The sound.
Give me a sec. All right.
It's more than time.
Very nice.
Heads up. Embracing change.
All right, did I get it? I did get it. Nice. All right, let's start from the bottom of the phone over here. 39, 39.4. Yeah, I mean, Wuthering Waves is a very intense game. That's why you're seeing all these numbers go up. Again, this is the front of the phone, starting from the bottom. 42, yeah, these are the highest numbers we've seen so far. Look at that, 42, 43 even. Highest temperatures recorded so far. Let's check the back, 32.1. Yeah, but this is great. it doesn't feel super warm on the bottom half of the phone, but as we go higher, 30.5, 39, 39.1, 40.3, 41.9, 30, 42. Oh, there's some interesting stuff. 40.5, 42.2, 42.3. And yep, that checks out. So again, this phone will heat up, but it basically, again, this phone will warm up, but it won't get hot, so you won't be, you know, scalding your fingers off or anything like that. You won't feel any kind of burning sensation. It's just really warm right now. And of course, you know, after like what, 14 minutes of gameplay so far, you know, the kind of thing, this is how it's going to feel like. So you might want to get a case with a cooler attachment or something when you're playing with the wild boost mode. But you know, for what it's worth, this thing is still insane, especially with its performance and its price point. I gotta keep emphasizing that this thing is really good. And with that, let's get into our final game, PUBG Mobile. Alright, so it's been a minute since we ended Wuthering Waves. Let's check temperatures on the phone before we get into PUBG Mobile. Over here, from the bottom, 34.1, 35.4, 35.9, 36. Yeah, this thing, again, it drops heat pretty damn well in a short span of time. Look at that. This is like 40, what? 42, 41 just now? Look at that. That's great. Let's check the front really quickly. Let's starting from the bottom over here. 32, 33, 34.2, 35, 35, 35.3. Yeah, as you get higher, it was 43 here just now. Look at that. These numbers do not lie. This really does cool down pretty damn quickly. We will be recording performance for PUBG Mobile with PerfDog wirelessly. So, you know, to get a better idea of how the battery works out, we are currently at 76% battery. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're in PUBG Mobile right now. Let's check our settings before we start. For graphics, we're at smooth, frame rates on ultra extreme. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we are hitting about 120 FPS. It's not exactly super constant, but you know, we can hit up that high, of course, because you know, it is PUBG Mobile. We're playing on smooth graphics, and of course with the ultra extreme FPS setting, it's still pretty good. 119, 120 FPS, that's still all right. Let's get into the match to see how this really pans out. All right, jumping out now. Well, two guys kind of jumped off first, but whatever. It's all good. Hopefully they survive long enough to meet up with us. And we're going down right now. Everything is okay. We're at it's not really a constant 120 FPS. We are dropping like what, 4 or 5 frames, but even then 100 plus FPS is still a blessing. So I'm not really gonna question it too much. Let's get all the way down here. Get into that barn over there. And let's just get in, grab everything with a vector for a start. That's all right. Nice. I believe there's some more guys upstairs. Bye-bye. Down. Nice. There were 2 of you, but you guys suck. There are people outside. Woohoo. Nice. Still have a bit of time. Oh, that was lucky. Get the height advantage real quick. So that angle on me. Nice, you're down. Nice. Okay. I can afford to. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Nice. How did I pull it off? I have no idea. Wow. Oh, god damn it. I'm down. Man. That sucks. Okay, but we are 22 minutes into PUBG Mobile. Let's check our temperatures real quick. I'm gonna wrap this up. All right, so as we watch this guy hopefully win the game for us, let's check temperatures. Oh yeah, I think we started at 76%. We are currently at 68% after 22 minutes of play. That's all right, actually. So let's check temperatures, starting from the top over here where the top cam is at, the front-facing cam, I mean, 38.7. After 20 minutes of gameplay, that's 22 minutes of gameplay. That's still all right. 37, nothing going above 38, I believe, for the front at least. Oh, okay, the 38's over there, yeah. 38.7, anything, any 40s, any 39s? Yep, we got 139 over here, this spot on the top right side. Let's check the back, but that's right behind the camera module. Checking over here, 36.2, that's okay. 39, and right beside the camera module, 39, where the flash is at, that's 39, 37.8, 38.7, 39.9, 37.9, 37.7. Yeah, we are doing A-okay. Look at that. 22 minutes of gameplay, no issues whatsoever. 76% battery to 68. That's 8% down in 22 minutes for, you know, PUBG at their settings, of course. For PUBG at those settings, but yes, but you know, still, this is still very, very impressive. Good stuff, POCO. Very, very good stuff. And with that, I think we can get into our final thoughts. The POCO F7 Ultra, as I've said many times in this video, is the definition of value for money, bang for your buck. From the specs to its performance, this phone surprised me. Its performance for Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and PUBG was super solid with its great size, beautiful display, and of course the wild boost mode that amped up the phone's performance. It did pretty well with Zenless Zone Zero with minimal frame stuttering and freezing, and when it came down to FPS, though it couldn't maintain a solid 60 FPS like many other flagship phones out there, it held its own at an almost steady 40 FPS, which is acceptable. Within a minute of rest time between games, it was able to cool down by 4 to 6 degrees, which again is surprisingly good thermal management, and 22 minutes of gameplay with PUBG translated to the phone using 8% of its battery, which means you can stretch out this phone's battery for a good while. All in all, the POCO F7 Ultra is a lovely phone and it will surprise you. This is truly a dark horse amongst its competitors. So, would you be getting the POCO F7 Ultra? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave your questions there too if you do have any, and we'll do our best to get to them. If you like what we do, make sure to follow us on all of our socials right here, and maybe leave a like and hit the subscribe button. It goes a long way. If you want to see more stuff, check this out.